When I had the idea of starting an e-commerce business, it had to be relevant in some form and connection to a very British feel. So I gave that remit to PhD, Peter Howard, who came up with several choices, of which Gosh was chosen.
Some people ask me why design is such an important part of life. Well, everything you see, everything you do, everything you eat, everything you do buy first with your eyes. So especially a project such as Gosh Rocks, it needed to be simple, it needed to be classic, it needed to be timeless, and it needed to stand the test of time, much like a diamond.
The lab-grown diamond industry is a fairly new one, as well as being quite an exciting one, and e-commerce being our main area of business. We jumped at the opportunity to be able to support Gosh Rocks with this project.
Using Rudy and his team's experience, using Stuart and the excellent videography and photography that he's put together. So actually bringing alive the brand in front of thousands of eyes. I think the one video has up to nearly 7,000 views at the moment. Is very, very exciting.
It's really important for us to be able to establish that brand trust and credibility very early on. We started with social media organic, where we can build that trust and credibility across specific social media channels where we know that direct target audience is spending their time.
The next step was to make the functionality of the website very simple.
Really making it very, very straightforward for the customer to choose with ease the diamond that they like on the screen, rather than other websites that present hundreds of thousands of diamonds. The whole way that works has to be really, really simple and almost like next, and then purchase. So almost 2 or 3 steps and you're there. Has to be that way.
It answers the questions, science questions if anyone has one. It answers the emotional questions, and it's selling diamond rings.
So when you're buying a piece of jewellery, you have to, within its packaging, the way it's presented, you have to have it look like quality.
Even though this is an e-commerce product, it's still got massive importance for the quality of the actual product and the produce that goes around it, so that when the client receives one of Steve's incredible diamonds, then the whole aura around that of what's supplied is one of top quality craftsmanship. The overall feel is one of absolute quality with the silver foil blocking, and then there's Steve's very own personal gold foiled crest on the back. And when this is all part of the packaging and the product that Steve presents, it just gives that wow factor. One of tradition, one of quality, one of pleasure.
As well as building that brand, we also delved into influencer marketing, bringing those influencers on board that had the right type of following, the right type of audience.
The help of Boxed Up was unbelievable, because again, going back to the packaging and the way that the gift feels when you give it, Boxed Up absolutely nailed it.
Every project I work on is different, because it's usually always a subject I've never worked on before. But even if it is something I've done, every business owner is different. So putting his character and personality and a completely new subject together, it's just really fun.
This site will be one of the best in the market because it's not throwing everything out there. At the end of the day, choose your diamond, give them very little choice. Choose your ring, again, very little choice, and make it easy for them to add to cart and purchase.
Some men are very emotional, some men are very practical. I think there is hopefully enough elements of both, so the men who are seeing it more as a practical purchase, the website will speak to them, and the men who want to find an emotional connection will find it in the words, the names we've given to the individual rings. So the website should work for everyone.
We've worked on a number of projects with Steve over the last few years, but this one has been a beautiful one to work on. Because his passion and drive to create something that's going to last, to create an ethical solution to what is a challenge in the industry anyway, but asking us along for the journey to help him create the visual interpretation of that, it's been an honour. It's been wonderful.
At first, you've got to understand the product. when you understand the product, you then know how you're placing the insurance, the risks that are involved in that. Ultimately, you're still talking about a diamond, you've still got a cost relative to that, and also there's a risk from theft, there's a risk from loss. And understanding all those things, we put all that together to be able to present that to an insurance company, then for them to be able to give them a price.
I'm extremely excited. I feel as though this business can be nothing other than successful.
I think that Gosh Rocks have got an amazing future ahead, and I think it's going to be a beast. We've got an amazing team. It's not just Famous Wolf, it's Emotive Eye, it's Just Applications, it's PhD. We've got, an amazing, incredible team within the network that Steve is within, and I think there's no doubt on this earth that we're not going to smash it. We're absolutely going to cane it. It's going to be brilliant. Really excited.